Alrighty. So we're doing something called a remainder theorem. So remainder, right? Just to refresh your memory real quick, what is a remainder, right? So like if you have 8 divided by 2, 2 goes into 8 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0, and there is a remainder, sorry, of 0. If you had 2 goes into 9, or 9 divided by 2, that's 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. So there's a 4 with a remainder of 1. Okay. So remainder is just like what is left over after if it's not a factor. Like 4 and 2 are factors of 8. Okay. All right. So we're going to evaluate a function when x equals 2. So here we're doing f of 2. So wherever we see an x, we're going to plug in the number 2. So 2 gets plugged in wherever we see an x, 8 times, right? Instead of x, we're plugging in 2 minus 4. So you're going to want to always follow PEMDAS, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You could plug this into the calculator. 2 squared gives you 4. 3 times 4 plus 8 times 2 minus 4. So we did any parentheses, exponents are taken care of. Multiplication, division, we're going to do this in order from left to right. So this is 12 plus 16 minus 4. And then adding, subtracting, we're also doing from left to right. So this is 20. Nope, that is 30. 28. And 28 minus 4 is equal to 24. So our final answer is 24, right? Let's check that. 28 minus 4 is 24. Okay, check. And you could do this in the calculator by using your store button. Most important button ever. Okay, so we're taking the number 2 and we're storing it into x. So 2 store x, hit enter, and then now you're just going to plug in the expression. So this is how to do it straight calculator. 3x squared plus 8x minus 4 and 24. Same answer. That's how the calculator gets it. Okay, so now let's talk about what is a remainder. So we want to see, um, is x minus 4 a remainder, a factor of this? So all you do is do x minus 4 equals 0, right? Add 4 to both sides, so you get x is equal to 4. And then we're going to take 4, we're going to store it in for x, into x, and then we're going to plug in x to the third minus 13x plus 12, and we're going to see if this answer is a 0 or is it not. Okay, very simple. So we're going to take what we just said, we're going to take 4, we're going to store it in for x, hit enter, and we're going to plug in our expression, x to the third, x to the third, then minus 13x plus 12. Hit enter, and you get 24, right? So this one, when you plug in 4, you get 24. Is 24 the same thing as 0? Is 24 equal to 0? The answer is no. That means, therefore, that x minus 4 is not a factor of x to the third minus 13x plus 12. Okay, now let's do the same thing with this one. Now let's check the x plus 4. So we have x plus 4 equals 0, right? So switch the sign, x equals negative 4. So now I'm going to do the same thing. Watch me cheat a little. Watch me, Nene. All right. So now here, this is 4. I don't want 4. I want a negative 4. So I'm going to insert. So second, delete. I'm going to put it in negative. Boop. And now I'm going to go up and grab my expression. See, I don't have to do it twice. Now I'm just going to hit enter. And I get 0. So when I take negative 4 and I store it in for x, x to the third minus 13x plus 24 equals 0. That means, therefore, x plus 4 is a factor of x to the third minus 13x plus 12. Okay? Ding, done. It is a factor. All right, good. So now this just kind of goes into a little bit of like how to do it in maybe a different way. So we have so plug in the y equals key, y equals, and put in this expression. So x to the third minus 13x plus 12. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit graph. I'm going to just follow the directions right here, and I'm going to see where does the function cross the x-axis. So factors, right? So right here, so if I were to redraw this right here, -4, 1, and 3. Okay, so I'm going to go right here. Let's go ahead and just recreate this right here. So the graph looks something like this. So this number right here is at -4, this number right here is at 1, and this number right here is at 3. So to find out the factors, right, this is -4. So if I were to put this into the factored form, I'm going to switch the sign just because like I did over here, right? X plus 4, when I do -4 minus 4 from both sides, I get x equals -4. So I'm going to do the same thing here. The opposite of -4 is plus 4, so x plus 4 is going to be one of the factors. Do the same thing here, okay? Instead of plus 1, positive 1, I'm going to switch the sign, -1. And instead of this right here, which is 3, switch the sign, x minus 3. So what is my equation of this polynomial? X plus 4, x minus 1, x minus 3, and all three of these are factors of the expression, which is x to the third minus 13x plus 12. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do this check for understanding. Give it a shot. Straightforward lesson. Best wishes.